cannot believe that we've fallen for that scam. Caravan scammers are everywhere. You think they're in just certain industries? No, they're not. We're going to show you today where the caravan scammers are, what they're doing to try and get your money and to scam you. So stay tuned. It seems more and more that as caravans have become popular, people are trying to scam people like me and you. They're trying to get the money off us, and they're trying to find any which way to get us to fall for them. This all came about because my good friend at Urban Van Life with Neil talked about one to do with car parks. But then I saw the other day that on Facebook, they're also trying to do them. They're trying to scam us. So we're going to go through some of the scams that I've seen in the past year or so and how you can try and keep yourself safe. Let's get right into it. So the first scam we're going to look at is the old Facebook giveaway scam. Now, I saw a post the other day, and I'll put it up here somewhere, which was saying that somebody had a Buccaneer and it had a couple of dints or marks in it. So rather than elders selling it, they were going to give it away for free. It was actually called the Caravan Club. Now, nice picture. Nice pictures of the van. This is a £40,000 van. So that's £40,000. And apparently, if you just enter this competition on Facebook and give your details, then you might win it. Again, we all know that saying, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. And yeah, that probably is. That's a complete scam. They do that to get your details, to get you to sign up, put all your details in, and what they're trying to do is to find your email address and other details in the hope that at some point your details have already been scammed. Now, as you probably know, I'm a computer science teacher, and sometimes what happens is they do find out people's passwords and they put them online linked with an email address. So if they can get your email address and you've put it in for this competition, then they can get into your account in other places. So think about that. You need to check to see if your details have ever been put online. I'll put a link down below if that's what you do. Just wait till the end of the video, so just wait. That's a big scam. They're obviously trying to do it to get your details. There are other scams on Facebook that aren't caravan related but very similar, in where they're asking people to put certain details. What's your favourite colour? What's your favourite school? Where did you go to? Those kind of things. They're questions that you've probably set up to help protect you, but they're asking them questions and it looks innocent, but it's a complete scam. So that one there where they put the caravan up online and say actually that if you enter these details blah blah you will win the caravan is a lie. I've seen them time and time again. Absolute scam. And I'll tell you what to do is at the end of the time, when it's time for someone to claim the prize, magically that person that was meant to come and claim that prize doesn't claim it. They don't pick it up at all. They just weren't available, so they're going to redo it. Yeah, right. That's an absolute scam. Now, we all know this, but again, we look at this and think, oh, I'd like to have that £40,000 caravan. Even if you don't really want that particular caravan, £40,000 caravan is great to have and sell. You've got to think about, would elders really get rid of a caravan that's got a few dints in? No, they'd repair it. They repair the dints, they sell it. They might even sell it cheaper, but they'll repair it and they'll sell it. So that's one of the big scams that's going on at the moment. Nice hay bale there. That's not a scam. That's a really heavy hay bale. Look like you'd be able to push them, but trust me, you can't. Another big scam in the world of caravans is just when they put the caravan up and you look at the price. So our caravan's worth about £17,000 to £18,000 in the current crazy market we all know about. However, sometimes they'll put these caravans up for £10,000. Now, again, we know this. You know that if it's too good to be true, then it probably is too good to be true. So do not let the scammers get your money off you and scam you. Obviously, they're not going to really be there. Often they pinch the photographs of other places, like the one I was saying about the Buccaneer, that was actually taken off the Caravan Clubs, so it was actually selling it for £40,000. They'd stolen the pictures, and they do this quite often. Again, same on motorhomes, same on camper vans. We all know that people want them, so the scammers are getting in there, and they're basically putting it online, and unfortunately people are falling for those scams time and time again. What they'll often do is they'll ask you to send them some money, so put £1,000 deposit down or whatever it is, normally a slightly weird way in order to secure that nobody else buys it. And then what happens is they send the money. If you're lucky, they might tell you where to go, but very often they don't tell you where to go, and when you get to the place, it's not there. You get nothing, and then you'll never be able to find them again, and you're very hard to find your money back. So don't fall for the scam where it looks too good to be true. Vast majority of the time, if it does look too good to be true, it probably is too good to be true. And nobody really is going to ask you to put down a massive deposit. You know, when we've sold our caravans and motorhomes, we've often taught the person quite a bit before. Try and at least get them to give you a WhatsApp or something similar so you can at least see the product you're possibly going to buy, because that's harder to fake. They can make a little video for you, but if you ask for a live conversation with them, then you can't easily fake that. That's a bit harder to fake. So maybe ask them for that live conversation. And if they do want a deposit, you know, maybe suggest them, look, I'll put £100 down. Now, again, if you lose £100, it's not great, but it's a lot better than losing a few £1,000s. That's another big scam. So scam number one, like we said, was the fact about these competitions that never ever happen, and 9 times out of 10 are an absolute scam. And secondly, the other one is about where people put a van, motorhome up, and it's a lot cheaper than it should be. You know fine well, if that's on for cheaper than it should be, it is an absolute scam, so don't trust them. Other things to think about if you're buying from like eBay, Facebook, or any of them, is to look how many recommendations they've got. The Caravan Club one the other day, that wasn't the actual caravan, just to be really clear. It had just been set up the day before, and imagine you had a £40,000 buccaneer. That should ring alarm bells. So please try and stay safe out there and think about the scams. There are lots of them going on. There are lots of issues where they're actually also trying to talk to people about their vans or their motorhomes or their caravans. And the reason some of these scammers are doing this and holding these conversations, sometimes on some of the groups, is they want to know where your caravan is. They want to know where your caravan or your motorhome is, what kind of security you've got on there, so that if they've got a made to order, where they've basically been asked by somebody to steal that, they will talk to you, find out what kind of caravan you've got, all that kind of thing, in order to try and steal it from you in order to know where the location will be. So that's another big scam. So somebody starts starting asking lots of questions about your caravan, where is it, what kind of security. That's another big scam that's going at the moment, because they're trying to find out where your caravan is in order so they can take it away from you completely. So just to be aware, there are scammers in the caravan world like everywhere else. If it's too good to be true, the Robson advice, it probably is too good to be true. Do not let them scam you, do not send money, particularly by unscrupulous means, and just, you know, try and trust your instincts. I know we've all got the thing that we want to think about our hearts. We want this, we want the bigger caravan, the better motorhome, whatever it would be. But ideally, you know, like I said there, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. So please stay safe, please don't get scammed, and yes, the intro was a bit of a clickbaity sort of intro. We haven't as of yet been scammed, but I'm sure at some point we'll fall for things as well.